Hi there, my name is Serhiy Shchelkov. I'm the sales executive here at Epom ad server, and today I will be showing you a basic demo of Epom ad server functionality that would allow you to create a simple setup of the publisher side, of the advertiser side, and link the two sides together. As you can see here, we're on the dashboard of our network manager account. This is used to set up the campaigns and for your regular ad operations. This dashboard would act as a fast analytics tab, whereas of course we have a full analytics tab available, which I will stop on later on. Now, the publishers and the advertisers tabs are the most important ones by far in Epom. We have a three-level hierarchy, both on the publisher side and on the advertiser side, which falls into the following categories. For the publishers, we have a site, a zone, and a placement. A placement generates the ad tags that would be put onto the publisher's website to run the ads. And the advertiser side is split into three-step hierarchy as well: advertiser, campaign, and a banner. A banner is then linked to a placement to define where the ads would show up. Now, let me show you how to create those things one by one. First of all, let me create a new site. Over here, you can see that all we have to fill in is just the name of the site. Let's name it somehow. Let's name it as a test demo session. You decide if you want to make it active or not, and you click save. After you do that, you have the option to set pricing for this site. And there are different ways to work with this. We support revenue share, which allows you to select what percentage of the money that you earn with this publisher goes directly to them, or you can set a default CPM, CPC, or CPA price, either globally or for every country individually. Please note, you can also add different rev shares for different advertisers in Epom. Once you set all that up, you have to create a zone. Zone is a way to separate the site into several different categories to help you manage it better. For example, if you're working with an entertainment portal, then you can have a category on that site: news, sports, movies, music, stuff like that. And what you can do is you can create different zones for each category of the site. So let's name a zone called sports, or actually you can have one default zone. It still will work because it's not hard-coded anywhere. Now, once you create a zone, you have to add a new placement. And Epom supports various placements. We've got site placement for regular banner ads, non-standard for rich media units, mobile site for mobile optimized pages, videos that will generate a vast tag that could be inserted as a pre-roll, mid-roll, or post-roll, and application placement that would allow you to create an API or a JS to support your applications. Let's go ahead with the site placement, since it's by far the most common one. Over here, you would have to choose the size of it, and Epom supports all standard IEB banners, and Epom supports all standard IEB sizes and custom size as well. Let's go with a leaderboard, for example. After you save this placement, you scroll a bit down and you take the invocation codes from the system to be inserted onto the publisher's site. This is very simple to use. It only takes a couple of minutes to set everything up, and you have a code that's generated that would allow Epom to call the ads. Next thing to do would be create the same thing but from the advertiser's perspective. So we skip to the advertiser tab and we create a new advertiser. Let's give it a name. Let's give it the same name as we did on the publisher side. Again, we decide if we want to make it active or not. We save the advertiser, then we add a new campaign. And over here, you can see that it is similar to what we had on the publisher side. The only difference is that over here we have the option to add priority and to add a weight. Now, what this is priorities and weights are how you would, let's say, manually optimize which campaigns show when. What happens when Epom receives an ad request from a publisher is Epom would check to see if there are any campaigns in premium priority connected to the same placement. If there are none, only then it's going to go to standard high. After that, it's going to go to standard medium, and so on. What I'm trying to say is that these are strict. Priorities are very strict, meaning that the higher priority would always take the impression to itself. If you have different campaigns within the same priority and you want to optimize them accordingly, you can use weights. Weights are relative, meaning that if you have a campaign with a weight of 7 and a campaign with a weight of 3 in the same priority, in 70% of the cases, the first campaign is going to show up, and in 30% of the cases, the second campaign is going to show up. Once we finish setting all this up, we click Save. I will stop on all this in our advanced demo. And then the final step would be adding a banner. Since we have a site placement, that's exactly the type of banner we would be adding. Now over here, we have to name it appropriately. Again, decide if you want to make it active or not, and choose the weight for this banner. What this weight does is it optimizes the banners against each other within the same campaign. So the higher the weight for a banner, the more probability for it to show up when choosing out of the banners of the same campaign. Banner types offer you to select between local file, HTML code, and template. What it does is local file allows you to upload a creative directly from your computer to our servers and set a landing page, whereas HTML code allows you to set up a JavaScript, an iframe, or an HTML code that's given to you by some third-party network or third-party advertisers, and templates are used for some of the rich media units. Now let's go with HTML code, and of course we have to select an unit size. Or here let's go with leaderboard, because the sizes have to match, and in code we'll just type in code. After we save it, the banner is ready, and what we have to do is decide where we want this to run. So we'll scroll a bit down, we will see the list of all the available placements. This is the publisher zone and placement we have created just seconds earlier. Let's check the box to decide where we want to run, and then click Save. That's it. So now this banner is already connected to a placement, and it would show up wherever the publisher has inserted the ad tags that you've provided them with. This is essentially all you have to know in order to configure your first campaign to run in Epom. This is very simple to use. Again, the hierarchy is 3-level on the publisher's and advertiser side zone placement versus advertiser, campaign, and banner. The banner is then linked to a placement to define where the ads would show up. As you can see, configuring a campaign to run on Epom would take literally a couple of minutes. In the next part, I would show you more advanced features, things like targeting, capping, setting up limitations, conversion tracking, and analytics. But for now, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and bye-bye.